pop out. Hey, Starla. Just give me a second. I'm almost ready. You're on time, but I'm late, so it works out, I guess. Okay, so my cross-platform check to make sure our chats are working. Well, if you could have watched it too. It was in there. I put it out there in case anyone else wanted to see it, but it's a good movie, honestly. I highly recommend it. It's actually pretty fun. Where's my vertical stream at? I missed my place. My vertical stream. Oh God. Let's put that there. Okay, I think we got it now. Okay, so I see Twitch, I see YouTube, and I see Twitch. I'm not streaming to 4 platforms right now. I'm just sticking to 3. It's too much work, and I don't have enough time to think anymore. Ow! I'm already here. Oh. Oops. I think I broke something. Oh well. Hi everybody. Hiya. I think I broke something again. I'm not saying what, but I think I broke a couple of things, honestly. But yep, I'm back. I'm taking it easy by going into my schedule as planned, and I will probably take some breaks a bit so it won't be overwhelming. Probably to stretch things out and make sure, not stretch out the time obviously, but stretch myself out and give myself enough time to refocus and recalibrate. So I might need a couple of those today because I had a hard time getting things together today. So yeah, I'll make sure my audio is coming in. Okay, so if you're on Twitch, you should be hearing Ace Attorney music. If you're on YouTube or Kick, you should be hearing safe music, I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah. Okay, let's see here. Before we start the gameplay, I wanted to talk about a couple of topics today that kind of struck a chord with me. And when I don't intend to, obviously. But yeah, there's a couple of things I saw on Twitter X today, and I wanted to get my 2 cents into that. I actually wanted to put my 2 cents into a couple of polarizing topics I've been seeing today, and it's kind of been pissing me off a bit, a little. And I just wanted to get my say in. Not like anyone's gonna care what I have to say, but there's some pretty stupid bullshit I'm seeing out there, obviously. So, yeah. Yeah, those are the ones that are... Yeah, but from X. So, that's why I'm actually going to show them one by one here. So, yeah. It's stupid, honestly. It really is. So, let's see if I can get my web browser to show the correct data here. I'm not going to use the audio here, so... That's not it. That's YouTube chat. Okay. So let's see if I can get the web showing on both scenes. No? Why are you not working over here? I might have to resync my stuff here. Okay. So I'll read them out to you if you guys can't see the text because they're pretty small, but I'll see if I can zoom it in as much as I can. Okay. I don't care if it. God damn it. Freaking zoom. I didn't want to zoom in that freaking much. God damn. Freaking hell, man. God freaking damn it. Okay. Okay. Well, now that me putting my 2 cents in is not to bring any shade to the people who are posted this stuff, but I ain't gonna give a crap. I just wanted to put my 2 cents on what I'm reading. So let's start off with what this quote originally was. For the love of streaming, please stop with a random clip bot when someone raids into your channel. It can give off a very negative first look at a streamer when the unsolicited, well, whatever. And the response to that was, I'm sorry, but it seems that there needs to be some better clip management on your part then. You're comfortable enough streaming it live, then it's fine doing those shout outs. If you don't want it to be part of, but want to keep them, clips are downloadable for personal use. Okay. How you doing, Deadman? How are ya? So, here's my take on it. Now, you guys clip me doing some embarrassing as hell crap, okay? I'm not going to deny that. But do you see me deleting it? No. You know why? Because any way that will showcase yourself in your own environment is a good way to advertise yourself without being overly spammy. So, if you are the type of content creator who does not curate your clips, keep a good idea of what clips you have on your channel, and make sure the clips that you're not comfortable with are not saved, then that's on you as a content creator. Because what's stopping someone from going to your site and looking through your clips and still finding it? It's the same. They're going to find it either way. If you don't want potential viewers to find it, remove it. Okay? That push bot thing is automatic, it's random, and it's a way for a streamer to show appreciation for the person who's rating them. It's a way to showcase the streamer, give them a little thumbs up and saying, hey, you should follow this person. Take a look at what they have to offer. Why in the fuck would anyone actually want to not want to take advantage of that? Why does someone want to complain about it? Yeah, they're cringe. Yeah, you have no control over it. It's true. But why deny yourself a chance to get promotion when it's being offered to you? Okay? I don't get it. I don't understand the logic behind these people who are... I see people posting this stuff, multiple times a day, and it's just getting on my nerves. So yes, I do agree with the person who says, yes, you should be better at managing your clips, because I agree with that. If you have stuff on your channel that's so embarrassing that you don't want people to see it, get rid of it. You are a content creator. Remove the content you don't want people to see. It's that simple. So yeah, that's my take on it. Okay, let me get the next one out of the Discord here. Okay, here's the next one here. Let me zoom in a bit on it. Okay. Now, this one might cause me to get canceled, but hear me out on this, okay? Okay, we'll first start off with the original post. Grums, someone who's associated with that Sweet Baby Inc. call-out stuff. Now, while I do agree that it is good to identify which games are associated with an agency that you don't want to put money into, I understand that. I agree with that. I believe they have the right for that. Now, what I don't agree is what this guy is saying. Helldivers community manager, what's her name, has deleted her account. Every CM for Helldivers seems to have gone protected. Community managers should not run and hide when their game is in crisis management. It is extremely unprofessional. They are ditching their jobs. The real reason they delete is because if you were able to dig into their tweets, you will find they're anti-gamer or worse. More news to follow. Really. And the reply? Community managers should not get abused from upset gamers when the company they work for is in crisis management. Maybe if there were less people like you in the community and to foster online, CMs wouldn't feel the need to go private or protect themselves. For me, my take is, don't fucking kill the messenger. Don't fucking kill the messenger, okay? If you're at the point where you are harassing the person who is the liaison between the fans and the company, you're a piece of shit. The community managers are usually the people who post content on social media for companies. So if people are at the point where they're diving into these individuals' social media private channels and harassing them about shit their company that they work for is doing, they're going too far. There should be no reason why these people should be scared to interact with the people they're supposed to interact with. People are probably sending them death threats. They're probably sending them all types of harassing messages and such. If it's to the point where they have to either private their account or delete their account, it's not because they're guilty. It's because they know that there's some pieces of shit out there who will literally do things that will probably put their lives in danger. So, I don't agree with that. No one should have to be scared to do their jobs. You say that they're ditching their jobs being unprofessional? Fuck that shit. They're hiding because you guys put a target on their asses and they prefer to keep themselves safe than have to deal with shit like you. So yeah, that's what I say. You can call out all the anti-woke stuff you want. I don't care. But you don't draw the line and start harassing people over your upsetness, okay? That's when you just gone too fucking far. Okay, next topic. Okay. Oh god, I went too far again. Why do I keep going so zoom? Why does it go so big from 1 to 1? Okay. I agree with seeing people also as JWs. I think there's problems on both sides of the issue with that. Because you have SJWs who are shoving politics into shit that doesn't need it. And you have gamers who are taking things too far and putting people's lives at risk. So, yeah. So, Sandy can't wait. She knows it's too late to stream on. Oh, look like an angry you, knucklehead. Okay, I'm not even going to pretend to understand what that you just said. That was too much for me. Okay, well, let me get to the next topic because this one I can't understand. Piece of advice. As a viewer, you shouldn't tell a streamer they look tired. Especially when they have just woken up from a nap in an attempt to pull a 48-hour stream for their birthday. And you definitely shouldn't try to walk it back by gaslighting the streamers by saying your phone autocorrected to nice or tired once you realize you fucked up. Why do people even feel the need to tell others they look tired anyway, IRL or on the internet? Most people can feel when they're tired. They don't need a reminder that's showing on their face. I've always thought it was hella rude to say to someone. Maybe that's just me though. Okay. Okay. Now, I have had people tell me that I don't look like I'm having fun while I'm streaming, and it actually upset me Not because it called it out, it was because I thought I was masking it well, because I was really frustrated by some things that I had no control over. But you have to realize the ones who are telling you this stuff is are not doing it in a form of being harassing or hating, because they are actually concerned about your well-being. If you are actually to the point where you appear in a not so good state and you're trying to push your way through and your community is telling you it, listen to them. Maybe you're pushing yourself too far and you need to take a break. Maybe you need to chill out. If you're at a point where it's actually visible that you're having some difficulty, listen to your community, because it's not going to come off good on your vibe when you see how shitty you are. So I don't agree with what they're saying here. It's not rude, but I think it's coming from a point of entitlement, because they're actually thinking, "Oh, I gotta get ready. Gotta get ready for this huge long stream." Nobody told you to put yourself in a point where you are too exhausted to handle your stream. If you're feeling exhausted and your community's letting you know, take the hint. Maybe you should chill out. Maybe you should break. Maybe you should just do something less stressful so you won't burn yourself out before you're done with the task you're doing. So, I don't know. And also, I have a kind of issue with how so many streamers are either telling either other streamers what to do or telling viewers what to do. Streamers don't have the right to do that shit. Every streamer controls their own stream and can run the stream the way they want. Every viewer can react to the stream the way they want. Within reason, obviously. If it comes to harassment, then you need to get the fuck out and get to stepping. But all of this being bossy shit is just so unappealing. And I just don't like it. It just sucks. Let's see, what's the next one? Comment and subscribe. Crap. Yeah, well, that one is something that you... thanks for the follow there, Farrell Hazara. Thank you for following. If you get to... Okay, this one isn't so bad, but I wanted to talk about it anyway. Apparently, I'm not sure if this is real or not. I'll probably have to look it up. Actually, let me look it up, because I don't believe it's real. Let me see something. Because I never saw any... I didn't know Kick had merch, so... Let me make sure this is real before I say what I want to say. I don't even see where the merch is. Okay, maybe it's on the Kick brand. Nope, that's something else. Okay, there it is. Kick official merch. Let's just see. Let's just see if this is real or not. Okay, there it is. Okay, so it is. It is a real thing. Okay. So apparently, Kick has a official varsity jacket selling for $350. And I think it's $350 for all sizes, right? Okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so they're saying the only way I'm buying this is if it's made out of gold. $350 is crazy. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. And I'm going to look for another varsity jacket. Let's see. Let's see. What's the average price for a high school varsity jacket? $219? $199? $219 again. $199. Okay. Lower prices. Because when I was in high school, varsity jackets were always ultra expensive. But yeah, $350 is a lot. But it's not too crazy. I'd say probably $150 to $160 is the average I'm seeing here. The highest I see here, High School Musical jacket, $229, $200. So yeah, I'm seeing the highest I'm seeing on average is, oh fuck, what the hell is this shit? This high school is selling it for $379. That's even higher than Kit. God damn. Fuck. It might be. Let me see here. Let's look at the most expensive jacket we see here. From somewhere, Franklin High School. Never heard of them. But this school is charging $379 plus $22.49. Okay. Okay, so this is an actual high school, year 2021. I'm guessing deluxe package leather 4 patches. So let's compare that to what Kick has here. Okay, it just says made from premium leather. Okay, that's a big difference. Leather, if it's actual leather, it actually might be more expensive. However, if it's pleather, it might be, which is a synthetic leather, it may be less expensive. My guess is this might be made of real leather. That may explain why the price is a little up there. So it's not too crazy. If it's actually hey, shut up. It's not too crazy. Like I said, I've seen worse. So yeah, I'm seeing an actual high school 2021 that did sell this for $379. Okay. Typical prices across the web, $379. So I don't know what this company is, but yeah. So it's not too crazy what they're talking about. I don't really see the if it's pleather, then yeah, I say no. It could probably go for like $100 or something. If it's real leather, then that makes more sense. It all depends on what the material is. It says premium leather, so I'm guessing it has to be real leather. But no, it's not my style either. I might put it on my VTuber model, but I won't wear it myself, obviously. Especially when they don't have my size, so yeah. I'm a wide frame, okay? I'm a fatty. I don't know. But they say premium leather. I would expect it to mean it's not synthetic leather. If it's synthetic leather, then that makes less sense. If it's synthetic leather, then they definitely have a problem. Okay.
Stabby stab, stabby stab.
Okay, well let's do the stabby stab real quick, and then I'll continue with the rest of these guys.
Stabby stab.
Let's see here. Pause the music for a
Stabby
moment.
stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby 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 stab, stabby 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 stab. Stabby 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 stabby
Why is okay? Why is
stabby
everything not
stabby
working
stabby
today?
stabby
Stabby is not
stabby
working.
stabby 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 stab stabby stab.
Okay, so let me just open up Stream Readers here. Up above the web. Okay, let's do some stabby real quick. I have no idea. But until someone actually buys it and actually says shows what it's made of, or they actually have a certification to show what it's made of, we can't really tell. All we have is just basic information. But unless it says it's synthetic or pleather, then I say the prices are probably accurate. Okay, let's go.
Stabby, 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 stab, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab. Stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab.
Wow, I was the last one standing. I was the last one standing after everyone else died. Starla was on a murdering spree too, and Willie was too. So both of you guys killed 12. Okay, so we have 2 rewards here: 50 gold or 1 shinobi scroll. Who would like which? Let me know in 10 seconds. Nice. This is stretching. Uh-oh. Shinobi. Okay, 1 sec. Okay. Okay, let me start the next one. Okay. Got that all cleared. Where are we at now? Looks like we're a couple steps closer to the boss. Let's go for this blue one. I don't see the blue chest that often. Might be having something good in it. I hope. I hope. Put this right here so we'll be in the middle of everything. Okay, and I have to step away for a few moments. I have to use the restroom real quick. So I'm going to be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Can I just hide myself? Yeah, I just hide myself. It'll be easier if I just hide myself. I'll keep the stream rages up, though, so you guys can still add. Or do I have a BRB screen? I have a BRB. But it's not working right. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. I'll be right back. Yes, I am. I am going to shit. I am literally going to shit. Hold on. Oh crap, I'm about to break stuff. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's just say it like this. I feel a lot better about my doctor weigh-in tomorrow. How's that? Coming up feeling about 10 pounds lighter. No, I made a direct hit. That Death Star went down. I am no longer full of crap. So let's see here. What did I miss? Okay. It was the truth. Why would I deny you guys the truth? Huh? Huh? Why is my thingy not working right? Let me hide you and hide you on here. Let's hide it manually. Okay, let's get to this next topic. Let's see. I think my streamer friends need to hear this. You are in charge of your own channel, content, and community. The wonderful thing about content creation is that creativity. Don't let anyone tell you how you should or shouldn't do things in your channel. As long as you're having fun and not breaking TOS, then it's not harming anyone. Regarding the follow-only mode, I personally don't have it on my channel, but I'm not going to sit here and judge or criticize someone who has it on. It's also your job as a streamer to vet people you raid into. Blindly raiding into someone you know nothing about is the easiest way to distance people from you in the community. Please be mindful not to bash people's choices, but support them in the choices they do make to protect their community. No one puts a follow-only chat on without a reason. Okay. Now, oh crap, I forgot to change that. Now, as for my take on this, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree that every streamer's channel is their own circle, their own hive environment that they foster for their community. And I do believe that as long as they don't break TOS or do things to harm other streamers, they're good. Now, I'm not going to criticize people who have followers only mode either, because you know why? You know why? How much during most of last year did everyone have to deal with stalker bots and spam bots and porn bots and hate raid bots and follow bots? They are doing that in order to protect their community from shit like that. They have been scared into locking their community down. And people are pretending like that stuff never happened. Like, come on. Didn't you have to deal with all of this crap recently? Aren't you in a situation where you could empathize with them? So yeah, it's just, I don't understand why streamers are having such a hard dealing with people who have followers only mode. Yes, it's going to hinder growth, but the fact that they had to protect themselves just so they could keep their sanity from jerks coming in their stream doing bad stuff, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Not everybody has a team of mods that will get rid of that shit before it becomes a problem. Most streamers only have themselves to block all that stuff, and if it is only them, they have to see all that stuff. They don't want to expose themselves to that stuff. Well, it's to prevent bots from coming into your chat and doing malicious stuff. So it prevents you from the ability to say anything in that person's chat. You can still see the video, but you cannot interact with everyone. and but it doesn't really do much of a protection, because the stalker bots can still harvest information based off of people who are in the chat. Because what I found is when stalker bots are in the chat, of anyone's chat, they will be recording, they'll be lurking, they won't be saying anything, but every time one person chats in there, they send a stalker bot to that person who just chatted. That's why people who never stream may actually have a whole shit ton of stalker bots in their channel right this moment, even when they're offline. Because if a stalker bot is present, that's how it happens. And then they wait until the streamer has enough people in chat to launch its attack. It could be a hate raid attack, it could be a follow bot attack, it could be a spam attack. It could be any one of those, but they're all triggered by different levels, and often is based off of the number of people talking or communicating at the same time to get the biggest impact. So, if you guys ever wonder why I was so anal about blocking every stalker bot that I did not establish as a extension bot, that's the reason, because I discovered the pattern, and I know how to protect myself and my community. Follow only mode is only for the chat, and it's going to be for the entire duration that mode is active. So the streamer can turn off follow only mode at any time. How you doing, Killer? How are you? They can turn it off at any given time. And also sometimes streamers put up a block where you can't say anything unless you've actually been there for 10 minutes. And some streamers actually have it set up where you can't do it for a whole freaking month. So, yeah, I've seen bigger streamers that want to let you talk for a whole month. That sucked. But, yeah, I don't agree with bashing people who are protecting themselves. And I think a lot of streamers need to be a lot more empathetic for all the stuff that these people had to endure. They had to have a reason to do it, and it's probably because they were terrified that they would be attacked again. Okay, and what's next? Okay, this one's deal with the VTubing drama, which I'm just gonna read it. The amount of VTubers I was told to avoid throughout the years is crazy, and it's still counting. Why everyone hate each other, bro? It's even hard to set up collabs because people hate each other. Dude, speaking the truth here. Every freaking time I look at VTuber Twitter, there's always someone who's being lambasted, canceled, piled on, harassed, called out, exposed. It's so much toxicity in the VTuber sphere that I do not enjoy addressing myself as a VTuber. I actually feel like I would rather just announce myself as a streamer who happens to have a VTuber model instead of saying I'm a VTuber, because VTuber, there's no set personality traits that tie into being a VTuber, because under the skin everyone is different, and some people are good, some people are bad, some people are evil, some people only want it for the clout, and some people only want to rise in popularity by making others feel inferior to them. And I think it's that last one that I see so much, especially when I see many other people on Twitter who are making the biggest noise are pre-debut VTubers who have yet to even stream yet. They're the most judgmental people I've seen on that platform. Now that's just me. So yeah, it's really sad that a lot of VTubers are having these problem opening up to other VTubers because every time you turn around, the next person is being canceled. Me? I've been here 8 years, okay? I've been doing streaming far longer than any of these whippersnappers. Okay? All these other VTubers to me are whippersnappers, whining about little stuff that... It's bullshit, okay? It's plain and simple bullshit, okay? Seriously. I'm a Gen Xer, okay? And most of the drama I see on Twitter is stuff that is entitled shit. Like, why in the fuck are you complaining about that? It's not worth worrying about. It's not worth making a big fuss about. Why are you whining? Just enjoy your life for what it is and just stop being such a dick to everybody. God. And just so toxic. How you doing, Quay? But yeah, it's... The whole VTuber scene is just feeling more and more toxic. And honestly, outside of you guys, I don't think I want to collab with any of them. Outside of you guys and a few people who I often stream it right into, I don't want to raid with anyone. I don't want to collab with anyone else. Okay? It's all about promotion, really. People want to give themselves a pat on the back at the expense of others' misery. It's called clout chasing. And something much more nicer note to discuss. It's almost time for Little Kitty Big City. Little Kitty Big City is finally coming soon. I did put my name in. I filled out the form hoping that I'll be considered for a content creator request. I really do want to play this game. I really, really do. I really do. I love the demo. Even though I didn't find all of the hidden stuff, I still want to keep playing because I love causing chaos and making people jump and trip and being a bad kitty. I wanted to keep being a bad kitty. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to the game. I was looking forward to this game even before Stray came out, okay? I didn't even know about Stray when this came out, when this was first advertised. Yeah. But I do have to be careful with these collab situations because this week, 2 events were no-show events. No show for 2 events. So nobody joined me for Fallout 76 and nobody joined me for the King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match Tournament. So I pretty much had to do both of those alone. So I did change my schedule to hold off on collaborative events for quite a while. Now, as I'm trying to say, what I do is actually show near both the start and the end of the stream my schedule as it is updated, because my schedule is often changing, so it will be kind of a mess for me to constantly update it in the Discord. But every night I always change it and I show you exactly what's been changed. So here's where we stand right now. Ace Attorney today, Fire Emblem tomorrow, Final Fantasy VII Remake on Tuesday. I guess I messed it up. Indie games, because I have gotten hit with another slew of indie games. A lot of indie games. I'm serious, I went from 0 indie games to review to 6, so I'm trying my best here. Indie game Tell Me Your Story, which is like a scrapbook story where you get to learn about a grandmother. Thursday are design and coding, where I'm going to finish doing some more work on the recipe site. Friday, an indie game, Still Joking, a visual novel. And Saturday, a indie game, a platformer game. Now that's all for this week, okay? Next week, I will show you now. Damn it. Next week's schedule. Like it says next week. It says next week. Look very carefully. Next week, Danganronpa 2 on Sunday. Blue Reflection on Monday. And Fate Samurai Remnant is what I'm swapping between for a while. Between that and the Final Fantasy for a bit. I actually want to play more Fate Samurai Remnant than I do want to play Baldur's Gate 3, which is kind of weird. But yeah. Okay, Wednesday, indie game is a platformer called Prodigal. Thursday, it's a design and coding stream. I will be screaming, obviously, because codes drive me crazy. If I'm not done with the recipe site by then I'll be doing that. If not, then I'll move on to my next project, which I haven't really decided yet. It's probably going to be working on the layout a bit because I need to change some stuff down here. Because I wasn't able to play Star Wars yesterday due to me getting depressed and wanting to watch an Audrey Hepburn movie instead on her freaking birthday. Goddamn Star Wars! I hate Star Wars Day for taking over Audrey Hepburn's birthday. I'm sick and tired of that shit. I'm sorry, I had to get that out. I'll be playing Lego Star Wars like I was supposed to be playing yesterday. And Saturday, I will be playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, for the most part, I'm not expecting anyone to show up. I'm not expecting anyone to play with me. However, if you would like to play with me, please let me know. And I will provide you with my Nintendo Switch code so you can join in the racetrack. I also have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate finally. I don't have any of the DLCs yet, but I do have the game itself. So that will be a future offer. Well, that's just it. The problem with Star Wars Day is Star Wars did not come out on May 4th. Star Wars came out at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood on May 23rd. It was then later re-released nationwide for everybody to see on June 24th, 1977. At that point in time, I was in the hospital getting squeezed out. Okay? So, yeah. I'm a Star Wars baby. I don't count the Chinese theater as its debut because only a few people saw that. I'm counting where everybody got to see it and enjoy it. Okay? So yeah, I'm a Star Wars baby. I like Star Wars. I have always liked Star Wars, and I'm not gonna stop liking Star Wars because I love it so much. What error does it have? You have to be specific because my second have thousands of errors. Most of it's caused because I put a semicolon in the wrong spot. One sec. Oh, what perfect music for me to be pondering something. It looks like I did give you one on 5 free. But I didn't give you two. Maybe I didn't give you the second one? How many do you have currently, Killer? Actually, I can find out. Let me see. Hold on. Let me check here. Look at the back end here. is odd. Because it said you should have one let's see, one S voucher, one voucher. Oh, wait a second. Killer, I think I see the problem. Let me double check. I think I see the problem. Let me copy something real quick. Were you able to log in correctly? Okay. Let me test something. Because it says you have 0 in the bank. Okay, hold on. Let me do something on my back end here. I'm going to test something out. Okay, refresh the page and tell me, does your bank change? Let me know if it says you have 1 in the bank. I just wanted to see if it's actually reading the correct account. Okay, so let's see here. And let me check the login access log here. Oh, Killer, I think you're using the wrong password. You used the wrong password, Killer. That's why it's not letting you see it. Okay. Let me change the password to what you were just using. Give me a second. Actually, no. You use multiple times. Yeah, you have used several passwords. One second. Let me send you a message on. Send me a message. Oh, wait a second. Let me send you a message. It'll be easier. Okay. I'm going to send you a message to show you what the password should be. At least at this point. And then you might be able to edit it once you log in. So let's see here. You might have to use the Cookie Monster, though. Okay, hold on. See. Hold on. Checking the access log. I'm not seeing a new log access here. Where's Cookie Monster? Yeah, I think it might be a bad cookie. So let me see if I find the Cookie Monster script for you. 1 second. I forgot where I put Cookie Monster. Because that's the only thing that makes any sense. I think I have it on here, right? Oh. Where is the Cookie Monster link? Cookie Monster. There you are. Okay. Oh crap! That's gonna have to wait.
Stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab. Stabby stab stab stabby stab 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 stabby stabby stab stab stabby 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 stab. Stabby, 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 stabby,
Okay.
stabby, stabby, stabby,
Killer,
stabby, stabby,
use
stabby,
the link
stabby,
I'm about to
stabby,
post into
stabby,
the
stabby,
chat.
Stabby, stab, stabby, 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 stab, stab, stabby, 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 stabby.
Click on that.
Stab, 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 stab.
And it'll clear out your bad cookie. and I'm going to send you a message on Twitch with your current password in a moment. Oh my gosh. Oh sheesh. Okay, let me see. Okay. Go back to the list. What's the list? Oh, shit. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think I see the problem, killer. I think I see the problem. I think I see exactly what the problem is. I see exactly what the problem is. It's your username. Your username is the issue. Okay. Okay, so the one that I gave the vouchers to have your username with the letter like this, with the number 1 instead of an I. So use that username with the password you were using earlier, the 4-digit password, and try it now. I think that might have been it. That might explain it. Because I copied your username as it appears on Twitch. Yeah, but I have to delete this one. I'm going to delete the old one. Because that's probably where the issue is. It's reading a duplicate account because you had 2 usernames. One that was made where you were user number 300 something. And this one with an I, which your username is an ID number 400 something. So I'm going to delete this 400 one so it won't be an issue anymore. But I need to change that password to match what your current one is. So let me get this here. So I'm changing that password to Smith. Okay, that's been changed. Yeah, that's my background script to prevent people from brute forcing their ways into the accounts. So I actually have everything case sensitive. So I'm deleting user number 414. Actually, it'd be easier if I just give you a new voucher and they'll give you the login directly to it. No, that'll mess up your username. Let me know if you get in. I just deleted the other account. The account that remains is the one that has your username with a number 1 instead of a letter I. That's where it was my mistake. I awarded it to the wrong username. Is that my fault that Twitch makes it hard to see the, Okay, you good? Okay, you good. Okay, you're all set then. You can actually change your password by clicking on the edit profile button, and that will let you put whatever you want it as a password. That way you can pick out something you can easily remember. Okay. It's good that I make a backup system so I can actually fix this stuff without having to dig deep into the database. Because I'm a coder. I code stuff and I make it work somehow. But the problem was me making a typo. That's what the problem was. Because I put your name in incorrectly when I gave you the link before. That messed up everything else. So it wasn't a script error. It was a Sandy can't copy paste error. Okay. So let's do our stabby stab and then we'll start the game. I can't get Stabby to work today. I don't know what's wrong with you, Stabby. You're just driving me crazy here. Ah, that explains it then. I thought it was all the same, so I didn't even notice it. I thought it was just similar.
Stabby stab. Stabby stab. Stabby stab. Stabby stab. Stabby stab stab. Stabby stab stab stab. Stabby stabby stab stab. Stabby 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 stab. Stabby 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 stab stabby stab stab stabby stabby stab stab stabby 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 stab stab stabby 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 stab 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 stabby stab stab.
Okay, that should work now. Now I got it working. I fixed my streamer deck script. You deleted your stream and Steam and Epic? Oh man, that is so horrifying. Okay, I don't know where the art came from. It's supposed to be Stream Raiders. I don't know. Okay, this is where Stabby. Where the hell's a Stabby? Holy shit, that's a lot of Stabby. Okay. Let's go. Okay, go for it. Hopefully, I'm hoping it works. Stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab. Stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab. Stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab. Stabby, stabby, stab. Stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab. Stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab. Stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab. Stabby, stabby, stab. Stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stab. Stabby, stab, stabby, stab. Stabby, stab, stab. Stabby, stab, stabby, stab. Stabby, stab. Stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab. Stabby, stabby, stab, stabby, 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 stabby. How does... I want to stab some shit. Okay, we have 3 prizes here. A Shinobi Scroll, Monk Scroll, and 200 gold. Let me know what you want. Really? I thought you wanted the Shinobi Scroll. Oh well. Okay. Okay, does anyone want the Shinobi Scroll or the Monk Scrolls? Usually when the scrolls are purple or yellow, they're very rare. If they're bronze, then they're not so rare. Okay. Going random. Okay. Oh, I can update my custom tones. I'm gonna need to before I do this. We're in a boss battle now. I think. Okay. Okay, the battle started. I'm gonna put up my custom stuff here. Actually, no. Back over here. Okay, I'm gonna put the. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm gonna put it over here, but I need to upgrade my character first. So I haven't upgraded this stuff in a while. Upgrade that shit. Upgrade that shit. Because I want to be using this a lot. This time. I'm going to use the curse on them. I'm out of money. Dang, I ran out of money. Story of my life. Always running out of money. And I'm still angry. I'm upset because I have a whole pack of nutty bars I can't eat yet. This is really getting on my nerves here. Because in order for me to get them to send the correct item that you sent $12 and something for, in order for me to get that, I need to send this back for a refund. But I can't process the refund until the original sender confirms the refund. However, since the original sender is the one who sent the bad thing in the first place, what are the chances that the original sender is going to allow a refund? They obviously sent the wrong thing. Why in the freaking hell would it be $12 for a $4 pack of nutty bars? Like, what the hell? So yeah, I'm angry about that. Well, that's what Throne's trying to do. They need to process the refund first so I can send it back. But I can't send it back until I get the shipping information to send it back to. I know. Well, the picture shows 12, but it's supposed to be 12 club pack, which means it should be 12 packs of 2 packs. So it should have been like double or triple the size of a normal box of nutty bars. So what you paid $12 for, it should have been worth amount of at least 3 of those nutty bars. And also, that's also another thing I'm not happy with Throne, because they're charging so much for shipping. I wanted to send Sarah a gift, and when I saw how much I tried to get for the least expensive thing on their Throne list, and they were trying to charge me nearly $30 to $40 for it, for like a $6 item. Like, what the hell? And I actually was tempted to add some cookies onto my Throne, because I actually would like to eat those Nutella filled cookies. But they were charging like $30 plus shipping for that. The shipping? What? They charge you that much for shipping? So it's $12 on top of the $12? When I could easily buy it myself from Amazon with Prime? Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, Starla. They really cheated then. It's worse than I thought. Yeah, that's not right. That's way too expensive for shipping. No. No. That is so wrong. Let me check something. I'm gonna try something. Add to cart. If I add this 12 pack to my own cart, what happens? Go to cart. Proceed to checkout. I'm not gonna check out, but I'm just gonna see. It should have been free delivery. Fuck. No, I was simulating placing an order from Amazon using the link that I gave Throne. And they say free delivery they'll come Friday, May 20th. So the order total should have only been $13.77. So you know what this means, guys? Throne is cheating people out. Cheating people. Let's see if I can show this without, I'm trying to see if I can show without doxing myself here. Let me hide the screen readers real quick. The other Chrome. Make sure I don't. Yeah, look at this. Oh, you can't see it yet. The schedule's still in the way. Let me hide that. And show web. Show web. Okay, why are you not showing web over there? Get your butt over there. Okay. Okay, here it is. So, yeah, that was not right, Starla. That was not right. Because look at this. I went to the exact same link I gave Throne. $12.99. Delivery. Free. But look at all this. It's not eligible. 1874, 26.96. It's supposed to be free delivery. What the heck? Is this not my Prime? They should have gone for free delivery. It should not have cost that much. So, what this means is I am going to have to purge my entire Throne wish list. I'm purging it sometime this week. And I'm going to go back to using an Amazon Prime wish list where it keeps my information private. Now, that's actually something I wanted to test with you guys to see if I could actually set it up where you could try to order something and make sure that it doesn't show any private information about me. That's why I need to test before officially doing that. That's why I need to do it, because you guys are being cheated. Extra money that you shouldn't be paying. And I'm being cheated because I'm not getting the thing that I'm asking you guys to send. So, it's a lose-lose situation. And I'm really sorry, Starla, that you paid that much money for Nutty Bars, that they sent a store-size version of it. I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. But what also makes no sense is why is this coming from this place instead of coming from the official Nutty Buddy store? Look, 2 boxes. See, there's people for that price you sent me. I could have got like all these boxes of Nutty Bars. I could have got all these. Go back again. I'm not happy about that. I'm trying to see if they have an see, their official link was tied to this, so I don't understand why they're allowing this to happen. See, this is what I want, the club pack. But look, a big pack. I could have got 4 big pack boxes for the same price you were paying for that. And I think, if my calculations are correct, let me see if I can do this right. Let me check something real quick. I am making a complaint. That's why I'm waiting for them to refund the whole thing. I want to test something. What was I about to test? I forgot. See, now I'm actually thinking like Ace Attorney. It's just kind of weird. Oh, I found it by using Drone's link into the. That's the worst part. Let me see here. List. I think it's the same setup as before. Not the shopping list. A public Twitch list, I believe, is just still here. I don't have anything cheap on here. That's a problem. Okay. A lot of the things on my wish list are not even around anymore. That's the thing. They don't sell them anymore. Okay, I found some tea on there. That should work. Yeah, I have evidence. That's sinless to others. Okay, I'm also going to send you a link to the wish list if you wanted to test it out on something cheap. But I'm going to see if there's a way to get that thing fixed first, because I don't know. Because either they send me the correct nutty bars, which they were obviously overcharged, because there's no chance they could charge shipping for $11.98. God damn. That is so wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. I pasted the wrong link. I didn't copy the link. I copied the wrong text. It was so sick. It was my clipboard, okay? My clipboard. That one was still on my clipboard. It didn't copy over. But yeah, I am serious, guys. Throne is overcharging people too much. So I will convert, if it works, I will convert everything to my Twitch wish list instead. And I'll just do it that way, because I don't want you guys being overcharged for trying to support me or trying to help me. That's why I don't like companies taking advantage of you guys trying to help me. And that's the more I'm sticking to. I'm not going to let companies take advantage of you guys like that. So if that means that I give up a potential of getting a lot of good stuff, I'm gonna do it, because I can't have you guys getting cheated like that. That sucks. Okay. So now we can finally get back to the track of what we're supposed to be doing today. About an hour of Ace Attorney. God dang it. I like tactics games. I like tactics games. So yeah, any game that lets me play strategical isometric tactics, I'm going to probably like anyway. I heard that was a really good one, so that's why I put it on there. But the main thing I need you to make sure that you let me know of is make sure it does not show any of my private information. You know my private information, so you would know it if you see it. So I haven't played it yet. That's why I'm interested in it. Where the heck's my Steam? Yep, because that's my main thing. I want to make sure that I'm not accidentally doxing myself with this. Because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go all in. I'll go all in, put all the stuff I want that I have on Throne and put it on there, except for Debbie. Because I think I'll just have that as a donation goal instead. Because I want more Debbie. But if you guys buy it through actually no, I would get a commission if you're buying through my Amazon. Holy fuck! I forgot my Amazon link. I need my Amazon link. I forgot my Amazon associate link that would help and I can get money out of it. I'm so dumb. How did I miss that? I should use my Amazon link. Oh, so you guys actually have been using it. No one's been buying anything, but people have been using it. I think. I don't know what Series 3 means. No conversions. 14 clicks though. So people are clicking it. Get link text. Oh, I can't. Why can't I get the link? I guess they won't let me do that. Darn, that sucks. You should be able to choose the option to buy. I think it automatically sets it up where it hides the address you're shipping it to because it's reading it as a gift order. I've actually done it to Safari once when I bought her when I was using it to test it out and I bought her a lamp. I wasn't able to see any of her information. So that's why I'm assuming it's going to do the same thing based off of the settings that I set it to. Now, if I miss a setting, that's what I need to be aware of before I make that list go public. They used to have an Amazon blacklist system where I could have actually have a wish list displayed on it with my affiliate link. Exactly. Because it will say it's going to go to that person's address. I just want to make sure that it's not going to show my address like it did with Safari. That's what I want to make sure of. Oh man, some of the stuff is gone though. I need to delete some stuff. Darn it. See, what I would like it to see if it's possible that people can buy me digital stuff like an Audible audiobook or graphic novels or music CDs. Did I even get to add that to my wish list? Ah! Okay! We're in session! Woohoo! It works! So it's not sharing my private information. So I could actually go back to using the basic system that I had before and then putting stuff I want on here. Yeah, I don't know why they charge us so much for freaking shipping. God damn. Ugh. The next page does your city. Well, I guess I can't get up totally blind. Oh well. I guess is hiding the more prominent information though. Match list. Share my shipping address with sellers. The seller may Oh, hold on. I think I see it now. Okay, hold on. I guess I have to just deal with it that way. Okay, I was just trying to see what options they gave me here. It's not that much space I have to look at here. Keep purchase item. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Most people already know that I live near Baltimore anyway, so. That's all you're gonna get. After all, I've never been shy about saying I live between Baltimore and DC. Yeah, that one. Which I'm glad I wasn't on that night. Where's my ace attorney? Hopefully I'll be done dieting by then. Okay, let's get our gains ready here. Okay. Oh crap. Yeah, this might not work as well on this one. I might need to resize this one. God damn it. Let's see how much is being cut off on the side. Maybe I could work with it. Okay. I think it's Trevor, but I also have suspicion about that lady who was hiding evidence. I think she's a key to figuring this out. Uh-oh. My gamepad fell down. Ha! Let's find out. Looks like it's not cutting off too much. Let's see. Oh, perfect! It fits it in perfectly. I'm good. I'm happy with this. I am happy with this. Okay. It only cuts off the sides of it, and people can see it a lot better now. I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Okay. I have not watched it. I've seen clips from it, but I have yet to watch the show yet. Thank you for your attendance at such short notice, Dr. Scythe. I'm disappointed in you, Lord Van Zeeks. You've completely betrayed the agreed policy of both Scotland Yard and the prosecutor's office. Betrayal is not my nature, as long as the truth isn't compromised. If it is, if there's even a hint of wrongdoing, then no matter whom it concerns or disgruntles, I will pursue the matter to the bitter end, as with any prosecutor worth his salt. Mr. Drebber, you took the victim's life by means of a machine that you constructed in your workshop. And Dr. Scythe, as the investigation coroner, you were the first on the scene to examine the victim's body. It is the belief of the defense that you collaborated with each other and were both complicit in this crime. And where's your evidence? At present, we have no definitive evidence, but we do have a very significant clue. What are you talking about? I'm talking, of course, about the waxwork. This model of the killer, known as the Professor, who was sentenced to death 10 years ago. You don't need to tell me. I witnessed the man's execution with my own eyes and officially pronounced him dead. That remains to be seen. Is that so? According to the newspaper reports from the time, on the night following his execution, the killer came back to life. Don't waste my time. And the sole witness to that mysterious event was you, Mr. Drebber, wasn't it? If what you saw in the graveyard that night 10 years ago wasn't some chilling fiction, but reality, it would make you privy to a great secret of Dr. Scythe's. A secret so profound it could compel the coroner to agree to collaborate in your evil scheme, in fact. Dude, say something. Mr. Drebber, tell the court. Tell everyone the truth of what you saw that night in Low-Grade Cemetery. So he was a student who saw it. You can see the resemblance, actually, can't you? With that man in the Madame Tussauds, it is. Surely he's not going to claim that's what he really saw, especially not after all these years. He's a research student at the University of London, wasn't he? And a bit too clever for his own good, if you ask me. What an interesting twist. When all the time not one person would take me seriously. Yet now here we are, 10 years later, and suddenly my story matters. And in a court of law, too. Very well then, if everyone so wishes. Let's be frank. I'll tell you the truth of what happened that night for what it's worth. have a bad feeling about this. Uh-huh. And she don't look happy, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Is he gonna die? I will read the next line, but it's about to be Stabby time, so let's take care of our Stabby first.
Stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stab, stabby stab, 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 stabby stabby stab, stab, stabby 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 stab. Stabby, 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 stab, stabby, stabby, stab, stabby, 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 stab, stab, stabby, 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 stabby,
What's the boss?
stab, 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 stab,
Well, that was kind
stab,
of a waste.
stab, stabby, stab, stab.
I was expecting a boss to show up, so I guess we go Killing Field.
Stab, 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 stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, 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 stab. Hey, stab. Stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, 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 stab. Stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab. Stabby stab stab stabby stabby stab stab stabby stabby stab stab stabby stabby stab stab stabby 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 stab stab 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 stabby stab stabby stabby stab. Stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, 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 stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab. Stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stab, stabby stabby stab, stab, stabby stabby stab, stab, stabby stabby stab, stab, stabby 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 stab.
Oh, God dang it. I nearly sang this whole song entirely twice in one shot. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of singing. And trying to do that in a single breath is the hard part. Okay, we have monk scrolls, 3 of those, and 1 centurion scroll. Which would you guys like? You have 10 seconds to let me know. Monk, okay. Okay. Did anyone want the centurion? I want it, but it won't let me have it. No, okay. 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 Got a simple one. Nah. And this next one's gonna be the last one. exit the game. Oh, that's not what I want to click on.
So, Mr. Drebber, your testimony, please, about the events of that night 10 years ago. You will tell the court exactly what you stumbled across in Lowgate Cemetery.
Yes, of course, as you wish. The reason I was in Lowgate Cemetery at all 10 years ago was for a spot of moonlighting, shall we say. Yes, the illustration in the newspaper was based on what I witnessed that night. But thinking back now, I realized I never actually saw the professor. Soon afterwards, I was visited by a young woman who sculpted a model of me from wax. Then I gave up my dream of becoming a scientist, and it was all because of that newspaper article. Wait a minute. You're claiming you didn't actually see the professor now? Of course. You'd have to have a screw loose if you believe a corpse will come back from the dead. But, so you're saying this article is not worth the paper's printed on? I think that it would describe it perfectly, yes. If the details in the article aren't true, that nullifies your argument against why Drebber and Dr. Seif would have been working together. So, he's discrediting himself to cripple my argument.
Tell me, witness. You claim to have been in the cemetery on some auxiliary business. Can you elaborate?
That's right. Grave robbing, to be precise. As you know, Lowgate Cemetery is at the rear of the Barclay prison. So among students at the university, it had a reputation for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts.
Grave robbing, you say?
Yes, exhuming fresh corpses to sell is reasonably lucrative. Of course, I never laid a finger on any valuables buried with the dead. So, you were one of those so-called resurrectionists, a particularly unpleasant scourge on society. Actually, my fellow and I went by another name, the repurposers.
What? That is quite beyond the pale. You said you would invite divine retribution, sir.
Yes, well, I think I suffered retribution enough. The Daily Circus eventually unearthed my name and put it in print. It caused me great many headaches. In the end, I had to leave the university. That was the only paper with the back race to identify me unambiguously, I might add. I see. Out of interest, who drew the illustration for the article? Ah, yes. That was the reporter who exposed me. He sketched it right in front of me as I described the scene. Obviously, as time ticked by, I bitterly regretted what I'd done. Claiming to have something I could never truly saw. Foolish. Very foolish.
Well, counsel for the defense, you may proceed with the cross-examination now.
At once, my lord. Let's tear this guy apart. You straight up lying, and I'm gonna pin you to the floor. In the cemetery 10 years later. The reason I was in Lowgate Cemetery all those 10 years ago was a spot of moonlighting.
Hold it!
Pressing. Leave press on nails. By moonlighting, you mean grave rhyming, do you? Surely, you only need to look at the graveyard scene and my appearance to gauge the answer to that. The lantern and spade. But who on earth would want to buy a dead body? Any major hospital? A hospital? In order to better understand the human body, the study of anatomy is crucial to medical science. She's still the coolest looking person in the game so far, I'm sorry. But there isn't a hospital in the world that has enough specimens to work with. Though obviously they can't openly express an interest in obtaining more by dubious means. As an aspiring scientist, we young research students had no money to work with, as I'm sure you can imagine. So we made surreptitious arrangements with the hospital via some medical student acquaintances. We would never take anything of value from the graves. That was all for the furtherance of science, you see. That's what we all told ourselves every time we strolled into the graveyard at night, spade in hand. Okay? You realize body snatching is a serious crime. If you were caught, you could expect the gravest of consequences. We students were caught between the hammer and the anvil. We needed funds for research. Okay. Professor Hepburn said exactly the same.
I'm quite speechless at the apparent levity with which you've revealed this abhorrent behavior.
Now TikTok. Well, if you wanted to know why I was there at Lowgate Cemetery, that's the reason. But I never expected to end the way it did. That I regret to this day. Yes, the illustrator in that newspaper article was based on what I witnessed that night. Okay, there's something I write about this.
Hold it!
That strange happening at Lowgate Cemetery, which you now deny. Not entirely. I ran to fetch the police at the time, you know. I was shaking like a leaf. But they didn't believe a word of it. In fact, I was very nearly arrested myself. So you went to the papers instead? I started big with the London News, but unsurprisingly, they didn't want to know either. In the end, though, it was reporters from the gossip rags, the gutter press, that came to get my story. And it spread like the plague through the capital as gossip-hungry Londoners lapped up the tale. The story was in every single paper at the time, with the exception of some broadsheets. And yet, only 2 or 3 of them actually interviewed me personally. Most of the accounts turned out to be very interpretive ghost stories. What about the article in the Daily Circus? That particular journalist found me at my dormitory. I don't know how, but he discovered my name. So I recounted to him exactly what had happened that night. And from your description, he drew this illustration? Oh, Osman? Osman. I know that name. Why does that name sound familiar? Osman. No one knows someone in this game that has that name? Precisely. That's how I learned of the condemned man was in the infamous tower. the reporter who drew the person who drew the picture was this guy. Oh, ass man. He's the one who drew the picture. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. We have a clue. We have a clue that they haven't revealed to us, but I think we got a big clue. That's how I learned that the condemned man was the infamous professor. Because the reporter told me so. I had no idea myself, you see. Newspaper reporters are wont to snoop around in matters that don't concern them. So the scene portrayed in the illustration is accurate then? Well, thinking back, I now realize I never actually saw the professor at all, though.
Hold it!
What are you talking about? I think I explained already, didn't I? Locate cemeteries at the rear of the Barclay prison. So it was renowned among us students at the university for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts. I was ashamed to see if you're actually going to notice. I never said. Did I say I was live on TikTok? Did I say that? Did I once say that I was live on TikTok? I said, did you check TikTok? I didn't say I was live there. See? I know I'm not live on TikTok because TikTok's that kind of screwy. I do not. Only said that makes me happy. For some absurd reason, I was scared at the graveyard that night. Okay, you gotta tell me, why were you scared? Let me ask that question. Why were you scared? And as a result, only too willing to believe that nonsense about the dead coming back to life. But you said you actually saw it. I said what I seen in my mind's eye. After all, resurrection is impossible, isn't it? You might have to be unhinged to think otherwise. Unless, of course, you have some evidence that proves that I encountered the professor that night. Is there any material evidence I can show he really did see the professor? I don't know. I think it's tied to this camera. I think it might be that. I think it might be. Well, let me see. Because Because the film was removed. So where's the film? Look at the text here. The young man who witnessed the scene was on the verge of raising a shriek when, in the next second, a gunshot rang out suddenly from behind. The bullet pierced the resurrected man's chest, whose breath still then once more. Someone got shot. Someone shot. See, tell about that shot. Aww. Sorry about that, archaeologist. Okay. If we have anything at all, Mr. Naruhodo, I know I need to present it against the irritatingly backtracking statement of his. The point is, that night was a pivotal moment in my life. Okay, so with this, let me finish pressing him first before I go back.
Hold it!
I think I might be either the newspaper, because it's mentioning a shot, or it might be the camera, which could have actually taken a picture of it. That young woman being Madame Tussauds, of course. Precisely. I must say, I didn't expect to run into her again like this 10 years later. As I have explained, I went by the name published in the article, and Commence I found the man. Yes, the article in the Daily Circus. I think you said I was a poor student with barely a penny to my name at the time. And the young lady put £5 in front of me. So you readily consented to having a waxwork of yourself made and gave permission for it to be on display? I did. I should sell what little I had to sell, I concluded. Ah, oui, I remember now. I purchased something else from you that day, n'est-ce pas? Did you? I can't say I remember. What if that camera isn't a wax, or what if that camera's real? What was it, madam? It has to be the camera. His cat. I hate when I'm right. I hate when I'm right. I hate when I'm right. Yes. I made a point of taking it with me whenever I made an excursion into any cemetery.
You took a camera with her, sir? To what end?
To record the details of the bodies I just deterred. But I had no intention of ever visiting a graveyard again after that night, so I sold it.
I see.
But I still have it, monsieur. It's part of a special exhibit in my House of Horrors. I am very meticulous about such details. It is the Tussauds way. It would seem, then, that this is the very camera Mr. Drebber took with him to Locgrave Cemetery on the night in question. Yes, interesting. The details of the camera have been updated by the court record. Now we have some evidence. Now we got some evidence that we can use back in that thing. And we use the updated camera on the earlier statement. Then I gave up my dream of becoming a scientist. Whew. And it was because of that newspaper article.
Hold it!
I think I'll go to bed. Okay, have a good night, archaeologist. This article, you mean? Published in the Daily Circus? Yes, somebody informed the dean that it was my name that appeared in the article. And carelessly let slip that night after night. I was digging up graves. Hardly a model student, you might say. The university's reputation was execrably defiled, and I was expelled as a result. Mon Dieu, I have no idea. And having been run out of the university, you found employment in a somewhat specialist trade? You combine your knowledge of science with knowledge of stage magic to create various experimental machines intended to demonstrate never-before-seen technology, and you use those deceptive machines to trick the government and private investors into giving you money. Professor Albert Hepburn was your latest victim, wasn't he? Whatever are you talking about? I have no recollection of doing anything of the sort. Oh, really? You mother piece of... Oh, I got you on this one. I got you. I got you. I got you. I know what to give them. Their contract. That last statement needs the, See, now I have 2 points I can stress. I wonder if perhaps it's because the circumstances have changed now. What circumstances? Well, if he missed having seen the professor emerging alive from his grave 10 years ago, it will expose a secret in Dr. Seitz's past, and she would desperately want to hide. Yes, of course. If Drebber and Dr. Seitz are working together now, then if Drebber were to betray her, there would be no reason for her to continue to cooperate. In that case, there's only one way around it. I'll have to prove he really did see it. Prove he really did see the professor's corpse coming back from the dead as he originally claimed. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo, exactly. Okay, so we're gonna try to save. And we're gonna do that dialogue. And let's experiment. Oh shoot, I went too far. I went too far, okay. I was trying to see if I can nail the last one, but I messed up.
Objection!
Nope, that's not it. Nope, that didn't do it. That was not it. That was not it. it was, but it wasn't. Let me go with my other guess.
Objection.
Okay, obviously that didn't work either. So, okay, so that's not going to work on either one of those. I know those two are important clues, but it's not tying to what we have right now.
Objection.
Nope, that's not it either. Okay. Okay, he does not like me here. Let's see if I can try one more time. Wait a second. I think this is it. It's found in his workshops. Let's try it.
Objection.
Okay, I need a hint now. Now I need a hint. Now I need a hint. And quickly, because we're about to run out of time. Never actually saw the professor. Thanks for the right there, Detective Cat. Thank you. How are ya? You can't guess in time because in 20 seconds we get to have stabby time. Aww. Aww. Why you bummed? Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better.
Stabby stab, stabby stab. Stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab. Stabby stab, stab, stabby stab, 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 stabby, stabby, stab, stabby, 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 stab. Stabby, 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 stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, 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 stab, stab, stabby, 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 stab, 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 stabby, stab, stab.
That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Okay. It's two things that's not a, it's many things that's not a camera. So next to it, the newspaper. But he's trying to deny that. We'll see.
Objection.
The very newspaper he's talking about? How can that be it? Sorry, Mr. Jeffer, I don't believe that. But I do believe we have to do our last stabby stab of the night before we get to find out what the answer is. Time for the last stabby. Supposed to be shown an updated model. OBS decided to only allow you. Huh? OBS decided to only allow three scenes. Oh my gosh. Couldn't you just add all three scenes into a group and then use it that way? That's what I usually do. Have a scene within a group. And then just paste additional groups to cover the additional scenes that you're trying to layer in. I don't know how many scenes I have. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many scenes do I have on this scene alone? God damn. 1, 2. Yeah, I have like one. I have at least 6 scenes on this one page. On the screen you guys see it now, there are 6 scenes. Let me just test something real quick. Okay, obviously can't do it. Yeah, you can actually add scenes into a group. So maybe if you combine the groups into a combine the multiple scenes you want to add into a single group, and then just add more groups to make more room for the scenes, it might work. It's a long shot, but that's the only thing that I can guess that makes sense. Because that's having limits on scenes is something that other streaming services did. I didn't know OBS would do that. Unless it's Streamlabs OBS. Streamlabs OBS is kind of weird. Streamlabs OBS, I don't understand their system half the time. And I use it sometimes. I don't like it, but it's weird. So let me go and get the stabby stuff here. Which is one of the 7 scenes I have on this one scene. And then I have scenes on top of scenes inside of scenes on, so scenes within scenes and within scenes on top of scenes. It's a miracle this thing hasn't broken yet. Yeah, I don't know. Either it might have been a bug, or it might just want to try to see if it can try grouping instead. Because that sounds like something that a bad extension might have caused too. At least that would be my first blame of it. Anytime something acts like it's not supposed to be acting, I look at all my extensions and blame them.
Stabby, 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 stab, stabby, 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 stab, stabby, 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 stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab. Stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab. Stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stab. Stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stab. Stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab.
Oh, really? I've heard some people complain about anti-cheat causing problems with their streams. You might be right. But I think someone else mentioned that they had anti-cheat going on, and it was flagging something on their stream and causing them to have problems get their displays. So maybe it is tied to it. Okay, Paladin, Saints, or Healer? What did you guys like? Yeah. Why would they have an anti-cheat as a game layer? What the heck? I guess to make sure that people aren't actually cheating, I suppose. But yeah, that does sound like it's going to add more to it than needs to be. Then those alert when adding it under game mode. Ah. Maybe it's for any game that any system that's similar to League. I don't know what engine League uses, but it probably is tied to whatever engine League is using that's also triggering the same issue. I never played League, so I don't know. But it would make sense. Taking all this stuff I don't need, now I need gold. Give me gold. I don't need no orc slayers, I need gold. Sheesh. And that was the last stabby stab of the night. Okay, so we're gonna try to see if we get to a good save spot where we could actually find out what the heck we're doing here before I had to wrap things up, because I am getting a little sleepy now. And I gotta wake up early tomorrow because I have to drive my nephew to school. Yeah, but it might be just tied to that. But I've never heard of the issue tying with the where your scenes are being limited. Because that sounds like it's a memory exception where it's not reading the data correctly to implement all the sets you're supposed to be able to implement. Huh? There was a solo leveling game? I didn't even know there was a solo leveling game. I've been reading the book, but I haven't even watched the whole anime series. I didn't know there was a game on it. And I've actually finished the whole story, the whole manga of it. Ah. Yeah, I was working my way through the side stories, but I read the whole series on Tapas already. I think it was Tapas, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was Tapas. I still need to catch up on my webtoon comics. I'm way behind on my webtoons. But yeah, I'm surprised that they even had that, because I didn't even know there was an anime of it until long after that. Yeah, it was actually making more sense, because there's a lot of stuff that was missing that was left unattended, and like he's gone to do all this stuff all over again, but changing the past and how these people going to react to everything that's happened. What, Ragnarok is a sequel? I didn't know about that. All that art. Ragnarok? I never heard of Ragnarok. Oh man, you gotta make me reach out for my tablet again. Well, maybe I'll finish that. Look into that after I finish all the side stories. I gotta finish the side stories first before I go to the next stage. But I think I'm at the point where I need to wait for the Predator to catch up. I'm already caught up to date on it too much. Oh. Wonder if it's about his sister. Or it could be the father. I don't know. The father? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of people it could be. I'll figure it out when I get to it. But I know that they were making some heavy hints about his sister having some type of extra things that the monsters are picking up on. So maybe the sister? Because of the scene with the sister in the school and the monsters acting weird around her. Yeah, I think she's tied to it. And I think it's because she also descended from the father. Right? But I'll find out when I get to it. But for now we have solved this mystery. This mystery has been kicking my butt for weeks, and I don't know. I'm trying to get Mr. Drebber to be hung out to dry, but he's lying his ass off, saying, "Oh yeah, that account that I had all those years ago that I had put in the newspaper, it's all lies. They were lying about me, so everything is a lie." So I'm ready to beat this guy down with his own words. That's what I'm gonna do. Sorry, Mr. Drebber, but I don't believe that. Don't believe what? Your latest claim. You did see the professor on that night 10 years ago. Oh dear. We seem to be at odds. But I was there, and you were not. I know what I didn't see. The illustration with this article was drawn based upon what you told the journalist that you witnessed. A figure emerging from a tomb, wearing an iron mask. Yes, when the killer was tried 10 years ago. It was decided in a closed court ruling that the man would wear the mask to hide his identity. It wasn't to be removed, even during his execution and subsequent burial.
Not even the prison wardens were to see the man's face. But obviously the provision of this mask was not public knowledge.
So, Mr. Drebber, as you just heard, a lowly student of the University of London certainly would have known about the condemned man's mask. Wouldn't have known. So unless you actually seen the professor that night, it's inconceivable that the artist would have included the mask in that illustration. Oh, cool, nice. Yeah, but I just need to. I think I've watched like the first 2 episodes of the series or so. I'm still working my way through it, but I got caught up by another K-drama, which is based also off of a webcomic, Amazing Attorney Woo, about an autistic lawyer. So I'm a little caught up on that one. I'm obsessing about that one, so I can't get into anything else till I get done with that first. Woo Yang Woo. I love it. Oh, I gotta say the phrase again.
Order! Order! Whoa, Mr. Drebber?
Ever see you in my 19th life? I have not seen that one yet. I think the last drama I watched before this one was a Red. Why does this? Oh no! Maybe they might have finally fixed the error. I haven't seen any updates at all because well, at least not since I started the stream today, but I haven't opened it or shut it since then either. It's a vile scene, isn't it? If you look closely. And as I've already been at pains to point out, I was utterly petrified. Which is why I had it in my head that I'd seen such a blood-curdling sight. But afterwards I came to my senses and realized that I'd been mistaken. You're still saying you didn't see it? If you're stubbornly sticking to that story, witness, then amend your testimony to explain exactly how you think your eyes deceived you. Of course, only too happy to oblige. I can't believe he's still not going to concede this point. He is stubborn, ain't he? What I in fact witnessed was a fellow grave robber at work.
Hold it!
What? A fellow grave robber? What are you talking about? Well, I wasn't the only one busy in the cemetery that night. You know, other body snatchers were at work. Of course, when I saw one emerging from the hole he dug, my heart very nearly stopped. So that's the terrifying sight I actually saw, you see. You're claiming it was just another student on equally as salarious business as yourself? Wait a second. Wasn't Madame Tussauds in the grave? Did she say that she was in the grave earlier? Many of the medical students would wear metal masks to protect them from bacteria during dissections. Clearly, that fellow was using a mask to protect his anonymity, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
But there's more to the story, isn't there? The article goes on to say, in the next second, a gunshot rang out suddenly from behind. The bullet pierced the resurrected man's chest, whose breath then stilled once more. We might assume that the sexton discovered the Meeks twins at work, perhaps, and fired upon one of them. Well, if it was shot, it wasn't Madame Tussauds, because she's still alive. If a gravedigger had shot someone in the cemetery, I think it might have been a rather big news, my lord.
Oh, yes, well...
I can only assume it was an embellishment bolted later on by the reporter. Okay, Tussauds, I was just thinking about you, madam. Don't you have something to say?
Excuse me.
Huh? Madam Tussauds, don't take it out on Mr. Sholmes. Oh, ooh la la, pardon. I was lost in my thoughts. Would it be fair to say that Mr. Trevor's last remark was significant to you in some way? Like, weren't you the one in the grave that night, like you said you were? I thought it was a little strange, that is all. How Monsieur Trevor could claim this now. If you don't mind me saying, darling madam, what are you talking about? Well, when I met you 10 years ago at your university dormitory, you recounted to me about your adventures in the cemetery, none? Including the gunshot. Stop! You might want to watch your tongue, you know. Ooh. Are you threatening her? Are you threatening her? Do I have to come forward and kick your balls now? What's up with that? I'll kick you in your robotic balls at this rate. Come on, what's up?
Objection!
Oh, god dang. I didn't want him anymore. How you doing, getting trained? What is this guy saying? I don't want to look at the screen right now. God, man. Have a care, Drebber. That's no way to speak to a lady. Grrr. Please, Madam Tussauds, carry on. Of course. According to what Monsieur Drebber told me at the time, he did hear a gunshot from behind him, and the bullet hit the condemned man. I said nothing of the sort! None. You were very explicit about the details. About the mask that figure was wearing, and the blood that splattered over you when he was shot. Oh. It's the first time we heard about him getting splattered with blood. Enough! Shut up, woman! You're making all of this up.
That will do. Mr. Drebber.
Yes.
You refute the account just given by Madame Tussauds?
I have no recollection of ever saying those things. Oh, come on, do you really expect us to believe?
Control yourself, counsel. I will not permit baseless accusations in my courtroom.
Right.
Under the circumstances, I think it best that you supplement your testimony with a statement to clarify your position on this witness.
Very well. There was no gunshot behind me at all, nor any splattering blood.
Hold it!
Yet Madame Tussauds has testified that you told her about both of these details. Not true. I said nothing of the sort. There's two people saying otherwise, dude. Admit to your lying. 10 years have passed. Without material evidence to the contrary, you have no grounds on which to question a witness's word. Tell me, Madame Tussauds. Oui? What exactly did Mr. Drebber say about the blood that apparently splattered on him? Alas, this is what he told me. All of a sudden, he heard a very loud gunshot from behind his back. The bullet hit the figure who was emerging from the tomb in the middle of his chest, in his heart.
One dreadful sight after another.
And since Monsieur Drebber was at the time facing towards the condemned man, the blood sprayed from the wound and splattered on his body. That is what he told me. So, not an experience you would ever forget, is it? Precisely, and I didn't forget it, because as I already said, it never happened in the first place. He's clearly lying. If only I had some evidence to prove it. We can't let him win, Mr. Naruhodo. So we mustn't overlook a single detail, no matter how small. Now I think we need that camera. I did examine it before, but let's see, examine after the change. Let's see if it's changed since now. Because I know the camera had nothing in it. Yep, it's nothing new to it. It's still the same. Shutter. Shutter. I think I already did. Oh, hello. The blood there. I guess I must have examined it, but let's do it again. Look, Mr. Naruhodo. What is it? On the bellows just below here, there seems to be some very dark red stains. Yes, you're right. It looks like blood, actually. Oh! Oh my! I'm sure it's not what you're thinking. Ha 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 ha. Okay, this has to be it then. How did the blood get on the camera then?
Objection!
How did the blood get on the camera? Mr. Trapper, do you remember this camera? Ha ha. But that is the camera from that fateful night. Yes, we borrowed it from the House of Horrors. It's a camera you took with you to the cemetery that night, Mr. Trevor. And is that supposed to be significant? This kind of camera is rarely seen in our homeland, so my colleague and I were keen to examine it closely. We noticed that the lens extends forward at the end of some bellows. Like this.
Hold it!
Oh shit! What's that? There, just on the bellows. It looks like a dark red stain. He noticed that right a freaking way, dude. I didn't get a chance to tell him. I was gonna say there's blood on here, but he already saw it. So thanks for helping me out, dude. Ah, that's right. It's a rather conspicuous mark here on the bellows, in fact.
Good lord, what are you suggesting?
Yes, my lord. It would appear to be a splatter of blood. Something that could be confirmed with a simple chemical test. Isn't that right, Dr. Scythe? Oh, shucky ducky. It would be difficult to determine if it was human blood and not the blood of some animal. But yes, to test whether or not it's blood at all is simple enough. I propose that Madame Tussauds' testimony it was correct. And on that night in question 10 years ago, you were splattered with gun from the gunshot wound. Well, and that furthermore, you really did witness the condemned professor emerging from his tomb. There's simply no way you could have forgotten such a traumatic experience. In other words, the only explanation is that you're trying to hide the fact that you saw the professor that night.
Objection!
But why? Why would he want to do that? Well, it's not for his own gain, it would seem. For whose then? For who could benefit? Mr. Trevor's obviously lying in order to protect somebody.
My goodness! He's shooting someone?
Yes, my lord. And clearly, it's someone who doesn't want the truth about the professor coming back to life to be exposed.
Well, Counsel, who was it then? Who was the witness trying to protect by lying about what he saw that night?
God damn it. There's two people it could be. I'm thinking it's either Osmond or Scythe. It's not me. I think it's her, but I also think it could be him. Because he's the one who made the original picture, and they never brought that back. They never pointed that point back out. The fact that they haven't pointed that out is kind of itching in my head a bit, but I'm going to try her first.
Take that!
The obvious answer is Dr. Scythe. Scythe?
Whatever do you mean?
Imagine if the convict who was sentenced to death was not in fact killed. Imagine if that was to come to light. What are you insinuating? And imagine if the convict in question was the country's most hated mass murderer. If it was the professor,
That would be an unprecedented scandal.
Objection!
this is beyond a joke. Need I point out that the dead cannot come back to life? What are you suggesting would mean that the execution never actually happened? Yes, that's exactly what it would mean.
Objection!
No, dude! Once a man is sent to the gallows, he hangs. No one could escape, not in Great Britain.
Objection!
But the fact is, there was a witness to the fact that the man did escape his hanging.
If that were truly true, Counsel, the implications of misconduct would not stop at the supervising coroner. It would take the honor of the entire judiciary from the ground up.
And it's exactly because of these monumental repercussions that Dr. Scythe would consent to any demand made of her by someone who threatened to expose the secret, even if it meant being complicit in a crime.
You mean...
I mean that Dr. Scythe wasn't collaborating with Mr. Trevor's wicked scheme. She was coerced into collaborating in order to protect her decade-old secret. She switched the dead body of Mr. Asman with the macro model and fabricated the autopsy report. Lord Van Zykes? Pray forgive my freshly filled hallowed chalice and a whole raft of other discourtesies now.
Goodness me!
It's just the sort of tall tale Londoners would enjoy, I grant you. An executed killer rising from the dead, a Scotland Yard cover-up, a conspiracy at the highest levels. So let me ask you one thing. What's that? If the condemned man really did emerge from his tomb, that night only to be shot in the chest, who pulled the trigger and disposed of him forever? Well, I have no idea at the moment. We have too little information to work that out at present, I think. I couldn't agree more. The Old Bailey is no place for wild fantasies. Ugh. And have you considered that this might learn that Nipponi's friend? Consider what? Do you realize just what a dangerous endeavor it will be to coerce this woman into such a criminal activity? It is tantamount to declaring war on the entire British police force and judiciary.
Quite. Hard to imagine any sum of money being offered for research could warrant it.
To rely on some stage deception when so much is at stake would be madness. Well, I suppose. And this is no petty crime either. The victim was murdered. A man who'd already invested money in the venture and would be instrumental in future profits too. Yes, I had no reason to kill Mr. Asman at all. Or are you willing to forget that his death results in me receiving not a single penny? The court is already aware of the contract between myself and the victim, no? The motive for this case runs deep, though. I can feel it. Using threats to force the head of the forensic investigation team to cooperate is extreme, especially for a federal government grant he had no guarantee of receiving in the first place. If the research grant was the aim, hiding Mr. Asman's life would have made more sense anyway. Which means Mr. Drever's motive wasn't money at all. He was just trying to kill Mr. Asman. But why? What was his motive, though, then? Your time is up, my learned friend. I say, you have one last chance before the jury lose their patience with this charade. Let's see if you can back up your petty proposal, shall we? How do you explain why this engineer would throw all caution to the wind and threaten his own country?
At this point, I'm not prepared to listen to any more of this outlandish conjecture without proof. At this point, I'm unable to even hear any more of this game without falling asleep. So I will save this game right now because I am already at the point where I am falling asleep. So we will have to continue this later because otherwise this will take forever. I know, but I'm. You guys see me pausing in between each word, right? That's because I'm closing my eyes and starting to drift off. So I gotta stop. I gotta stop. But it will be back in 2 weeks. It will be back in 2 weeks. As usual. Okay, so let's close that up. So,
Okay, so yes! Oh, macaroni! We're starting to get back into a normal schedule again, for the most part.
Objection!
Huh?
Objection.
Okay. Oh, wonky then. So for Koei Day tomorrow, I will be playing Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. For role-playing game day on Tuesday, I will go back to Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I just need to move my hard drive back to my PS4 again. Then the next 3 days of streaming will all be indie game based. Tell Me Your Story, Still Joking, and I forgot the other one. I'm sorry, I'm so tired I can't even read the title. It's hard to read it at this angle. And on Thursday, we will go back to working on the recipe website, and I will go ahead and finish up the formatting and going ahead and creating the form to submit data, and hopefully the search string system will be up by then too. So yeah, that's what I'll be working on. I'm just so tired. Maybe I should have a checkbox system for searching. It might help searching a little bit better. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys see what the schedule is. I'll see if I can put up an updated copy in the Discord tomorrow. But for now, I am so tired that I just need to pass out. And I'm getting a little bit coffee. Not coffee, but I'm coughing. So I need to stop that too. So let's see what options we have for tonight here. First, do I have enough people on Kick to raid? Oh, of course I never do. So I will stop the broadcast to Kick first. Okay, that is now stopped. Okay, next I will have to see. Okay, looks like I had 66 people join me on YouTube today. I'm happy for that. And 3 of them were watching at the same time. That's a good thing. So I will now end the stream on YouTube. Yes, and